What's going on, everyone? My name is Steven and welcome back to the channel Fragrance with Steve. Today we're going to overview another Haramain fragrance. Yes, I know I've been doing quite a lot of these lately, but obviously, as you know, being a reviewer and truly being excited by every new release, I couldn't pass up on this. So they sent me this one to take a look at, and this is a new release in the portfolio collection. This one is called Royal Stallion, and it was launched back in 2019, so nearly 1 year ago. I haven't seen a lot of reviews about this fragrance on Fragrantica, so a lot of you who aren't familiar with this fragrance, please stay tuned. So we will take a look at the presentation first. And it always comes in a nice box, these portfolio fragrances. Then when you open it up, you have a leather pouch like this. Opens up like so, and the fragrance sits inside like this. So I really dig this presentation. I think it has a little bit of those classic elements of Montal, but then it also has a little bit of the Killian collection with a coffin style presentation. So captures a little bit of both worlds there, and the bottles themselves also look really nice. This one being a little gold colored, transparent, so you can check your juice level at any time, and the sprayer, really nice. So instantly I get a beautiful floral, nutty, sweet opening, and this fragrance makes me think about, you know, the early 2000s, smelling Hypnotic Poison actually on women passing by. When I was growing up, this fragrance, Hypnotic Poison by Dior, was so insanely popular at a certain point in time. And this fragrance immediately made me think about that one, which is funny because even if there's not too many reviews about this already, most people seem to compare this to Pegasus by Parfums de Marly. Wow, I can almost taste it. It is so insanely strong. I can tell you so much already. So I'm not going to go into comparing this one right from the start, but yes, it opens up quite floral. It has a beautiful jasmine note in there. And it's nutty in a sense that almond, a very creamy and fresh almond. There's some sweetness though to it as well, which is probably from the notes in the dry down. So going over the actual notes for this fragrance, it opens up with bergamot, heliotrope, and cumin. Then in the mid we have jasmine, bitter almond, and lavender. And in the base we have amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. Now, the bergamot in the opening is only short-lived in my opinion. It's more, it goes really quickly into the heart of this fragrance, and the base notes come through right from the start. Really heavy vanilla. There is some sandalwood in there. Amber is not that pronounced in my opinion. It's more about that creamy and sensual vanilla mixed with the almond, which is a really great combination, of course. Makes it very delicate, very sensual. All in all, you know, smells really well done. Perfectly executed. Once again, from this house, we can only expect great quality fragrances. And yeah, so I would say this is all in all a great release once again. If you are familiar with Hypnotic Poison or Pegasus by Parfums de Marly, you will enjoy this one. If you don't like those, I wouldn't suggest you to look into this fragrance, because I wouldn't say it's an exact clone, but it definitely shares a lot of those, a lot of the elements in those fragrances. If you don't think those fragrances work well with your skin, you should look into this one, because As I said right in the beginning of this video, the performance is extremely well. Um, it's long lived on my skin, and it projects and leaves a nice scent trail for many hours. Um, there's no complaints in that department whatsoever. So I don't know exactly how much this fragrance retails for, but I think it's around 110, 120 euros for a 75 ml bottle. This, with this type of performance, it's not that bad actually. It's quite reasonably priced. It's probably around the same price of a Hypnotic Poison by Dior. And unless you're going for a vintage, the current Hypnotic Poison is nowhere near the fragrance it used to be. So if you like Hypnotic Poison and you're kind of missing it how it used to be, definitely look into this one. It lacks the coconutty vibe that you have in Hypnotic Poison or in vintage Hypnotic Poison. But other than that, it's really well done. You have the same type of creamy, almost gourmandy almond vanilla combination. The sandalwood is really nice, really subtle. Lavender, don't be scared away if you're not into fougere type of fragrances. That classic lavender is not that pronounced in here. Really well done. It does lean a little bit feminine in my opinion, although I would say compared to Hypnotic Poison, even in the current formulation, this one is definitely more to the unisex side of fragrances than Hypnotic Poison. It's a little bit more balanced in a way, but I could see anyone pull this off really. If you're confident enough, it doesn't really matter. So I would rate this fragrance about a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I think it is perfectly executed. It's really well made. Performance is extremely nice. You know, it's not my personal absolute favorite. It's not something that I would wear on a daily basis, but for the moments that I reach for it, I truly enjoy it. And in my personal opinion, this is a type of scent that I would rather smell on my wife than I would wear myself. Therefore, I gave it a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. But if I would have to rate it for anyone who is into this type of scents, I would give it probably like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. So there you go. That's all I can give you guys for today. I hope you truly enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions, put them down below and I will gladly respond to you. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.